I've always been the quiet, steady kind of man. The one who didn't crave fireworks or chaos to feel alive. I found my comfort in the slow, deliberate rhythms of a stable life. While others chased thrills or emotional highs like they were afraid of stillness, I built my world carefully, brick by brick, with patience and intention. I didn't gamble with emotions. I didn't play games. When I gave my heart, it wasn't on a whim. It was with purpose. When I decided to marry, it wasn't impulsive. It wasn't some whirlwind romance swept up by passion and poor judgment. We knew each other for years before I even proposed. I waited, not out of fear but because I wanted to be sure. Absolutely sure. Sure that I'd never want to wake up in a world where she wasn't beside me. And when I said my vows, I meant every word. I was ready to build something lasting. Something honest. For a long time I believed we had it. Our life wasn't flashy, but it was ours. Filled with quiet joys and small, meaningful rituals. Inside jokes whispered across the dinner table. Movie nights curled up on the couch. And every Sunday morning she'd bring me coffee in bed. No special reason, just because. She used to say it made her feel like we were still dating. I believed her. I believed we were happy. That she still looked at me the same way she did when we were just two awkward people falling in love. But real love, deep, consuming love, can blind you. It can dull your instincts and convince you everything is fine, even as it's unraveling at the seams. I didn't see it at first. The way she stopped asking how my day went. The slight hesitation before she answered simple questions. How she started laughing a little too hard at her phone. At messages she never shared. She began dressing differently too. A little more polished. A little more deliberate. There was more perfume, more effort, but not for me. She was presenting herself for someone else. I just didn't want to believe it. Then came that Thursday night. She said she had a team dinner. Something casual, she claimed. Said she'd be back by 9. I didn't question it. But at 11:30 she stumbled in, heels dangling from her fingers, hair tousled, cheeks flushed like she'd danced through fire. I asked her how dinner went. She smiled lazily, kissed me on the cheek and said, exhausting. Let's talk tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. I didn't confront her. Not right away. I gave her space, respected what I thought were boundaries. I told myself not to jump to conclusions. But suspicion, once it's planted, doesn't stay dormant. Festers. Feeds on silence. A week later that festering became pain. I opened our shared banking app, something routine, and there it was. A charge $187 at a boutique hotel across town. Same night as the team dinner. And then another charge. This one at a rooftop bar known for being private, upscale, quiet. The kind of place where people go to disappear into each other. My heart didn't break then, it froze. I stared at the screen, willing it to be a mistake. But I knew. Deep down I knew. When I showed her the statement, she didn't even flinch. Ilara, I said, trying to keep my voice calm, reasonable, steady. Was this with your boss? She looked at me for a long second, then sighed like I'd asked her to pick up dry cleaning, not explain a betrayal. Look, Andrew. Yes, I made a mistake, she said. It was one night. I don't know what got into me. We were drinking. Got complicated. But don't be ridiculous. My one-time affair can't possibly ruin our marriage. No apology. No fear. Just mild annoyance that I'd brought it up. I didn't know what hurt more, her confession or the way she delivered it. Like it didn't matter. Like I didn't matter. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I sat there hollowed out, wondering how many other mistakes were buried under her calm exterior. But I didn't ask. I just nodded and told her I needed space to think. That night I went for a walk. The air was cold, sharply honest in a way people rarely are. And as I walked, the truth settled in my bones. She only respected boundaries she couldn't cross. So I drew new ones. The next morning I opened a private savings account. Quietly moved my half of everything. Clean, discreet, legal. I told her we should take a break. Maybe visit her sister for a few days. She agreed easily. Said it might give us clarity. Before she left, I asked her one more time. Ilara, was it really just one night? She hesitated. That pause, half a breath too long, told me everything. She hadn't stopped. The affair wasn't a moment of weakness. It was a second life she thought I'd never discover. While she was gone, I got to work. I printed everything. Every bank statement, every digital receipt. I pulled message backups. Even found an online review she'd left under a burner email, gushing about the romantic rooftop view and adult-only discretion. Her words, not mine. I called a real estate agent. Quietly listed the house. Protected my name, my assets, my future. I didn't tell her a thing. When she came back, everything looked normal. Played my part. The recovering husband. The man trying to heal. I cooked dinner. Watched shows with her. Held her hand. But inside I was already gone. I was just setting the stage. Then came the weekend. I told her I booked her a solo spa retreat. Thank you, I said, for trying to make this work. She looked relieved. Grateful even. She packed her suitcase, kissed my cheek, and drove off with a bottle of wine in the passenger seat. The moment she was gone, I moved the last of my things to a friend's apartment. Finalized the house sale. Called my lawyer. Served the papers. When she came back 2 days later, the key didn't work. She called me 32 times that night. Left voicemails. Sobbing, raging, bargaining. She said I was overreacting. Said couples survive worse. Said love should be bigger than ego. I sent her one message. Asterisk, it wasn't the affair. It was the smirk. The way you made me feel like nothing. That's what ended us. Asterisk. She never replied. Not with words anyway. But I heard she left town. Transferred jobs. People at her office don't talk to her anymore. I didn't destroy her. I didn't have to. I just let her watch it all fall apart. One silent piece at a time. And now, every Sunday morning I make my own coffee. I sit by the window. And I smile. Not because she's gone, but because I finally understand. Loyalty deserves more than silence. And betrayal. It deserves more than forgiveness. It deserves consequences.